Hey everybody, this is the Sliders Review, and I'm here today to talk to you about Jade's 2-minute squash match was the weirdest thing I've ever seen. So, when I found out Jade was going to have a wrestling match tonight, I'm like, cool, I'm going to watch, because she's been champion for a month and she literally has not done nothing. And so, I was on YouTube and I saw that it was only 2 minutes and 20 seconds. The match lasted for about a minute and 50 seconds, around the 2-minute mark. And I'm just like, that's a short match for 2025 for the women and your champion. And so I thought, okay, maybe it's going to be a squash match, which it was, but it wasn't the type of squash match I thought it was going to be. I'm a little confused as to what the heck they're writing over here. And it's at the point where one or two things is happening. Either Jade is not ready or Road Dogg needs to be fired. Because Jade has improved with her wrestling skills very much. But she didn't do nothing in the match. In fact, it was Jade the one getting squashed by Alba Fire of all people. Somebody who came off of NXT. I think she was in Speed Champ, and she's not even a mid-card type person. She's more like, well, she gets the role of personal security for Chelsea Green, and so she's basically jobbing and everything. She's kind of like the sidekick role, and they had a sidekick beat the snot out of the women's champion. So what they wanted to do, I assume, was going to show Jade's dominance and just squash the crap out of Alba. But no, it was her beating up Jade the entire time. Then they came out with a huge distraction from Kiana James and Julia beating up on Chelsea Green. And I'm all like, wow, this distraction is very, very long. So I'm like, something's not right here. So then they go back to the match, and it's still Alba kicking the crap out of Jade, only for Jade to hit a spine buster and then Jaded and get the pin. And I'm all like, okay, so Jade didn't squash Alba, Alba squashed Jade, but still lost. And I'm like, okay, they're doing one of two things. Maybe they're trying to show that the champion, who's really, really strong, get the crap beat out of them and then bust through at the very last second and get the pinfall. That's different, but who the heck wants to see that? Who wants to see a weak champion? So that tells me one of two things. Either Jade's not ready, creative does not believe in Jade, they're gonna bury yet again another female champion, or Road Dogg just sucks. And it's at the point where I think it could be all of them, but I don't know, because Jade has improved. But what if really she's not improving that much to the level that they want her to as champion? Could that be why she hasn't done nothing in a month? Why she has no feud in an entire month after being champion? Who knows? But it's just kind of like, why would you have this powerhouse, muscular woman get the crap beat out of her by some really skinny girl and then get the pinfall at the very last second? She took bump after bump after bump. And I'm just kind of like, that's like such a rookie diva thing from back in the day. So, I don't know what was really the point in putting the belt on Jade if she's going to have a match like this. And she did a whole month of doing absolutely nothing. Also, that distraction was way too long, and that was the most interesting thing in the entirety of the match. Was the fight outside the ring, not the stuff going on inside the ring. I don't know, because I want to believe in Jade. But I'm starting to believe what a lot of people are saying back when she was like in AEW, just she's not ready. But I have seen her improve over the past couple of months, unless she's regressed and gone back to like this rookie type state. I don't know, but I'm really sick and tired of seeing this. Like, if she's not ready, get the belt off her. How you gonna have her get squashed by a sidekick? No, I don't get it. And I've said it before, like there are other female wrestlers on SmackDown who can do a heck of a lot better than what Jade is putting out right now. Once again, you have Nikki Cross right there not doing absolutely nothing for 2 whole years. On top of all that, it was heel versus heel. Unless they're gonna turn Jade face at some point. This don't make no sense. It is time for Road Dogg to be fired. Or it's time for Jade to drop that title. Because something weird is going on. Why be champion for a month and do nothing? Why come out and just say one promo for like a couple of seconds and leave? Why get into a backstage segment for a few seconds and like barely do anything? Something's not going on. She's either regressing as a wrestler or they're trying to make her this mysterious like heel type like dominant force, and it's just not working. It just feels weird and awkward on screen. And this could just be because wrestling has programmed us in a way to want to see a wrestler a certain way or a match a certain way. Having your champion get squashed by somebody who's that skinny is just weird. And I've seen squash matches like that years ago where the good guy normally doesn't come out on top. I just don't know what the heck is going on. She's just a very uninteresting champion, and I feel bad for her fans because they've been wanting to see her be women's champ for the longest time. She's tired of people saying she's not ready. She had backstage heat months ago with Shayna Baszler and everything. And I totally agree with Shayna Baszler if it was true heat. This woman came from AEW and they already like just put her on the main roster. But everybody else who's a heck of a lot better wrestler than her has to go to NXT. You know, it's like make it make sense. I mean, it just makes the champion look extremely weak. And why do you want your top female wrestler on SmackDown looking weak? They don't do that to Stephanie over on Raw, so why are they doing that to Jade over on SmackDown? So either she is not ready, creative is just being stupid, or Road Dogg is just being Road Dogg and has no idea what he's doing. Alrighty, well, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.